Yes. Just really love the whole meaning and basically saying like those who criticize her like put on their fucking clown shoes. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica Rosalie, and today we are making another video of The Warning. I, as of lately, have been completely obsessed with this trio of sisters from Monterrey, Mexico. I am just like so obsessed with their sound. I very quickly want to introduce them to you because they actually got their start here in YouTube. They went viral on their cover of Enter Sandman by Metallica, and they were actually very, very young when they first did this. It was about 10 years ago. Here on the right, you will see Daniela, but she goes by Dani. She is the lead vocalist, but she is also the guitarist. And in this video, she was 14 years old, but she is now 24 years old. Here in the middle, you will see Paulina, but her name is Pau. At the time of this video, she was 12 years old. She is a drummer and she provides background vocals. She is now 22 years old. Lastly, there on the left, the youngest sister of them all. Her full name is Alejandra, but she goes by Ale, and she is 9 years old in this video. She's now 19, but she's going to be 20 in December, but she is the bassist and the background vocalist. Now obviously like they're all super young, but like her being 9 years old, like it's just so like wild for me to think, but it's also like so amazing because it just goes to show that these girls, like even at a young age, like they went in hard and they've really perfected their skill. So today, like I said, we're gonna do the live version of Narcisista at the Teatro Metropolitan. I've known this song for a while, but I held off from watching anything live. I really love this song, so I wanted to react to it once again.
Ok, Ciudad de México, quiero que todos griten muy fuerte por nuestro querido amigo Beto Ramos.
When the drums come in.
Dicen que hay que rezar por mí. Tan preocupados, pero no veo que estén rezando tanto. No es para tanto. Dejen ya sus vicios, aléjense de mí.
I just love the riff of the guitar. I just feel like they found something so special because it's really hard to make a riff and play it throughout the song and make the listener not get sick of it. I also like the layering of the instruments, how in the intro it's just like the guitar by itself and the bass is not as complicated, but when the drums come in, it just gives it like that depth. And like from what I can see in the video, here Beto is playing the toms that are to his right, which is the 14-inch and the 16-inch. Really created that depth, and like the rhythm is so good. It just like fills you so much with like anticipation, and it really hypes you up, and I just love that so much. And you know, her stage presence is fantastic. Like there's just so many musicians, for example, that like play the guitar as they sing all the time, and I've heard some of them say like, well, yeah, when you take the guitar away from me, it's almost as if like you cut off a limb. Like I'm not really sure how to move with my body anymore because I don't have that instrument on me. And so that's kind of what I was wondering, if that would be the case with Paulina, because she's always in the back playing the drums. Not that I doubted her, I just was kind of like wondering how she would like handle herself on stage with no instrument in her hands, just her voice and the microphone. And clearly you can see based on this video that she demands the stage very well. So I'm very, very impressed. I just love it. That fucking pre-chorus and chorus is like drugs to me, dude. Like I love that shit so much. And I just want to say, like, Bao and Danny, like the way that their voices blend so perfectly together in the verse, it sounds a lot more intimate. And when Danny comes in, it's like it created space, like, and it just kind of sounds like she's speaking to a room of people kind of screaming at you about it. I knew that this song, after I heard it for the first time, was talking about her fans and those who criticize them, but when I would read the lyrics in Spanish, I didn't quite get what they were saying. Like I was kind of like, where are people like pulling out this information from? Like I think it's because I didn't know what malinchista meant. So let me just explain it to you, because I wish someone had to me. But it's someone that starts to deny their culture and start to view it as inferior to other cultures. And this is a word that's used often in Mexico, and they're typically referring to the United States. They were getting that a lot because, like I said, a lot of their songs are in English, and I think they were starting to get the criticism that because they kept singing in English, they were turning their back on their Mexican culture. And so this song is kind of like a response to those people who are creating this like false narrative. Yeah, I just really love the whole meaning and basically saying like those who criticize her, like, put on their fucking clown shoes, because it's just so ridiculous. And like this narrative that they're painting essentially is so false that she has nothing else to do but to laugh at them essentially. So perfect.
Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista.
There goes Danny with that riff, dude.
Ya no sé qué hacer. No le veo el punto al pretender. Intento más, porque yo ya sé. Detrás de las cortinas ellos siguen hablando. Buenas intenciones siempre salen sobrando. No creas que me engañas con el que estás. Porque tú no sabes nada. Corre la voz y no te callas. Esta voz soy Dios y simplemente digo.
Before we even get into that bridge, that instrumental bridge, because I'm so excited, she's very good at expressing the anger and all the emotions of the song. I love it, dude. Like, I'm just in love with the way they sing this. It's just so fun to like sing along to, but like they make it so interesting and it has so much meaning, and I really want to go into that after this, but let's go on to that instrumental break.
Narcisista.
Oh my god. Yes. What is there to say? What is there to say? I don't know how to break that down really, but that drum solo is so amazing, and I love like the way that he just like moves around the toms and the snare drum like so effortlessly. Like, can you imagine like the coordination needed for that? The guitar solo, it's like it's speaking to you, it's like screaming to you, and at some point it's literally singing to you. Like, there's a whole part where she goes kind of up the scale and then she starts to play the melody of the last two lines of the chorus. her guitar literally sings it to you, like it sounds like a person, and then like the drums kind of breaking down the rhythm a little bit more. It just kind of was so perfect, and the way that like Bao and Danny were like headbanging together, I just love like the whole interaction about that. Danny has really like fleshed out all the like instrumentals that she had, because you know that riff is very staccato, like you could clap every single note. Dun, dun, da, 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 dun, dun, da, 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 dun. It scratches something in my brain, really. There's a reason why that song was the encore song of that show. It just brings so much fucking energy. As my final thoughts on this song, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have heard this song already, because I'm gonna say one thing, like, if there's a video of the warning on YouTube, the warning army is gonna show up. And I already said some things, so I'm not gonna like repeat those, but you know, there's just like little details that I want to say. Like for example, the chorus, I just love the lyrics. Na 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 just really speak to me, and you think I'm playing around, but I'm actually not. Like na na na, like those are nonsense words. Like you could translate that in English or Spanish, it's gonna be the exact same thing. It doesn't matter. And sometimes a lot of artists use those as like filler words. So like an artist, for example, for me that I think of that uses na na na, and it's like very, very famous, is the Beatles in their song Hey Jude. Anything. They're just saying na na na, and don't get me wrong, it's so fun to sing, and it's really fun to sing it in Narcisista too, but the warning doesn't use words to create filler. They don't use words to just take up space, and that's something that I've learned throughout reacting to their most recent album and like listening to their previous songs. That's not what they do. They are very intentional with every single lyric, and every lyric adds some depth. And so I feel like na 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 is fun to sing, but it's also her mocking those fans. It reminds me of children, and trust me, I see this all the time. I work with kids all the time. It's like when a kid is saying something and they want to ignore them or like get them annoyed, they go like na 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 na. It's very immature, but you know, she's basically reciprocating the immaturity that the fans that criticize them are giving to the band, you know. So those nonsense words now start to make sense. And something that I wrote here is, I said she is saying to her fans that their words don't matter, that they don't make sense, and like a child who doesn't get their way, the fans are throwing a tantrum. So Bao is now stooping down to their level and basically speaking their language, because I'm sure they stood up for themselves and people still kept criticizing them. And so it's just amazing how like these nonsense words really are adding a lot of meaning to this song. The crazy part is that all she's saying is na na na. At the end of that second chorus that leads on to the bridge, the interaction between the guitar and the drums is just so amazing. Like I love it so much, because in a way it's like Danny is starting a sentence, but then she suddenly stops, but the drums keeps going and kind of answering whatever sentence that Danny has started. And like I mentioned before, like the original riff is very staccato, very short, and I just like how she's able to extend those notes and just create something different rhythmically and sonically for the listener as well. I will say that in this song, it's the drums and the guitar for me that really, really shine instrumentally. But doesn't mean that the bass wasn't important. The bass is always important. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If there's any other songs that you would like me to react to, not just for the warning, but any other artists, I'd be so happy to do so. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.